Okay, we're recording. So, I'm here with my parents, and we're going to talk about marriage. So, let's start off with how long have you all been married for?
Our anniversary is going to be February 1st, and we're married 30 years this February.
30 years. When did you all meet?
We met about 32 years ago.
Okay. Long did you all date before you got married? I guess if y'all been married 30 years, 32, how long have y'all been dating?
32 years.
Well, before marriage. What was it like? What was it like before you got married?
What was it like before we got married? Well, we became friends. We were introduced by a common friend, and I liked her right away. And we started dating soon thereafter, and
And the friend stopped speaking to us.
and we lost a friend because the friend kind of liked me too.
Oh, okay.
But I liked Christy the best.
I liked Bobby the best.
Okay. So when did you all know that you wanted to get married? How did you know that was the right thing to do?
We never not wanted to get married.
Okay.
Well, when we found each other, we kind of felt like we found each other as a mate. And it just felt that way from the beginning.
So you guys were in love from the beginning, huh?
Pretty close to the beginning. We kind of fell in love with each other. And we just kind of wanted to be with each other from that point on.
How would you define love?
How would you define love?
Well, I never really tried to define it. I'm really sorry because I know this is being recorded and
No pressure, Mama.
yeah, that's a lot of pressure.
Okay.
Um, I don't think, I don't know that love has a definition. It doesn't have any conditions. Doesn't really have a lot of criteria, even. It's just like a deep knowing.
That's exactly the word I was going to use. It's a deep knowing. Like I had a sense of knowing that this was a person for me. It was going to be my mate. It was going to fulfill my life.
Oh, wow. So where did you all get married?
We got married in our living room.
The living room you all are in now?
No.
It was an apartment that, over on Boulevard Napoleon.
Uh-huh.
We had rented it, and it was where we were going to live. We had a small wedding.
I lived in a little apartment over on Everett Avenue, and Christy lived in this apartment over in Boulevard Napoleon. But when she moved in there, she knew that was where we were going. That was going to be our first house. That was going to be our first dwelling place together.
Mm-hmm. So it was a small wedding?
Yeah, it was very small. It was smaller than we thought it was going to be too, because it snowed 16 inches the night before, and some people just didn't make it.
Some people tried to get here and couldn't.
Wow.
But we did it in the living room, and a man named Paul Duke, who was the pastor of the church we went to and was your father's really good friend. They did their PhDs together at the seminary. And Paul did the ceremony. And your Uncle Gary was your father's witness. And my mother was mine.
Okay.
Just sort sort of gathered around in the living room with our friends.
Cool.
And my dad was there, and Gary Earl was there.
He was 4 years old.
Gary Earl was 4 years old.
And Christopher was 2, and William was 3. They were there.
Uh-huh.
That was all the kids that were there.
How has marriage changed you as an individual?
I wouldn't say that it's changed me in the sense of that I'm a different person. I would say I'm more of the person I started out to be. And it's kind of like marriage has helped me grow into being more myself. And to be hopefully my better self.
Well, yeah.
How would you say it changed you?
I think I'd rather ask you that question. How do you think it's changed me?
I think it's matured us both. I think we're not who we were, but we're more than who we were because we're a lot more mature, and because life is difficult, but when you have someone in life with you, it matures you in a good way.
Okay.
Like I think I may be 150 years old now. I'm that mature.
Okay. Okay. So, did you all plan for children? Or was it just something that happened?
Oh no.
No, it was very much a part of our hopes and dreams and plans. As you know, I had 2 sons from a farmer marriage, and Christy's been a good stepmother to them and including them in our family as a full and complete member of our family. But we also knew we wanted to have children, and we did. We had 2 sons. You're one of them.
Okay.
So we have 4 sons in our family.
All right. And then I guess the last question is like, if you guys can maybe just think of like a happy moment or something that you all have shared during your marriage or something that I guess made you appreciate one another.
Oh, that's a wonderful question. I think one of the most fulfilling memories that I have is a recurring event. And I think it was what it's like to wake up before the sun comes up when we were at the beach, which we tried to do every year for a number of years, and sitting out on the beach waiting for the sun to come up, drinking coffee with each other and not having to say anything to each other except just being with each other. That's the most fulfilling memories and images that I have about us as a couple. What do you say?
Yeah, I guess that you're talking about those. Mostly, I think you're talking about those years at the Larbird.
Yeah.
Those were important because we lived such hectic lives, and those were the only 2 weeks of the year when we didn't live on a schedule. And when we were sitting out there drinking coffee, watching the sun come up, we had these 2 little boys who were asleep in the house, and it was the time when you didn't have to wake up, and we didn't have to get dressed, and we didn't have to get out of the house, and we didn't have to get somewhere, and it was just a time to be together. And it was fun and it was easy.
Yeah.
I'm flooded with a whole bunch of memories, but that's one that stands out to me first. I would say a more recent one uh, is the experience of, when I do the Sundance each summer. And after the Sundance, which is such a profound moment, ceremony in my life each year, the 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 ability to have someone to share that with is the most profound importance. And Christy and I, after the Sundance, would talk way into the night about what the experience was like, and I could trust her with everything that had happened and know that she could somehow or another receive it.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things we do at the Sundance, because when it's going on, we're not supposed to talk, so we have a shared journal, and we take turns writing in it about our day, and just pass it back and forth.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful log, journal, some of our most intimate moments.
That's pretty sweet. That's pretty touching. I don't have any more questions. Do y'all want to say anything else before we sign out?
I think that we are entering into a new stage in our lives. Both of us facing the next few years of retirement, and all of our sons becoming more in their own lives, and we are in a stage in our lives where we are anticipating a new chapter in our life, and that's really quite challenging and also quite exciting, and it has a lot of new vision, new hope in our lives for me, in terms of what it means to be at home every day and be with each other all the time, which really is, in some ways, is really quite comforting. But also, the other aspect of it is Christy and I have this kind of relationships where we both have very autonomous lives at the same time. And I have lots of plans, and she has lots of plans, and we have lots of plans together. And I think that's a remarkable place to be with each other. And maybe we'll have 20 more years.
Okay.
So you can tape us when we're at our 50th wedding anniversary.
I hope so.
I do too.
Alright, well, thank you all. I love you. You are wonderful parents.
It's been really wonderful to be parents together, and we've been really fortunate. We have wonderful sons, and there's such gratitude for all four of you. But since we're talking to you, I have gratitude for you, Henry Swan.
Well, I have to say about our marriage is that one of the most profoundly important things is that we've been partners in very important aspects of our life, not only professionally but most importantly in parenting. And I think we've been very helpful to each other in learning how to parent in helpful ways to each other, but also I think very rewarding ways with each one of our sons.
Cool. Alright, love you guys. I'm going to turn off the camera.
All right, son. Thank you.
Love you, sweetheart.